Okay, so let's go over this scenario again. Hypothetically. This is just hypothetically.
Hypothetically. Okay.
We are antelope.
Hypothetically, antelope come to mind. And Billy is a small antelope.
Like a barely 3-year-old antelope. Well, I mean,
Probably small.
relative. So,
Relative.
like, if the natural human
Relative
existence
life
is
cycle.
100 years, let's say 3% of an antelope's lifespan.
Thank you.
Okay.
So, relative life cycle.
Right.
And a lion comes along.
Uh-huh.
Billy's the most at risk.
Unless Charlie's there. This is the part I don't understand.
But see, Charlie doesn't really enter in the picture.
Are you carrying it? Like in your antelope arms?
In my antelope pouch? Is there a kangaroo?
No, it's not a marsupial. It's in Africa.
No. Charlie's not in my scenario, and I don't know why, but he's not. And Billy is... It's weird to see him intellectually be like a small human.
Right, like an antelope that's into puzzles.
Well, he's talking and like trying to relate, and you can tell he's grasping certain concepts or whatever. And then you think about the like primal environment, and that shit wouldn't matter, and he would be totally gobbled up by a lion because he's small. Like the physical takes over. It's not the.
To be fair, like if he was human and we were all being chased by lions, he'd also be the first to go.
I don't know.
He doesn't have to be an antelope.
I don't know why we morphed into antelopes, but we did.
But that's what like humans aren't going to be chased by lions, at least not around here.
Well, right, there'd be guns and stuff. So anyway, there'd be gardens and guns.
Gardens and guns.
Gardens and guns. And in that case, Charlie would definitely be the lowest common denominator.
Right, but we'd be carrying him, so he would essentially be as fast as an adult.
Marsupial pouching him, so it'd be fine.
So what does this mean about Billy? He needs to grow longer legs?
I don't really know.
But I'm curious why you thought of this analogy.
As antelopes?
Like, why are you, I mean, I know you're not literally concerned about him in running away from a predator, but why are you picturing him as this, like what made you think of him as like I
think it was interacting with him and figuring out the like capacity for thought, but like the very physical constraints,
like limitations.
Like, I think that's the dichotomy.
Yeah,
that's the difference, I think, and that's yeah, I don't know. I think that's the difference. And that's what kind of brought it to light that he feels so much more advanced.
Right.
In a very short period of time. And yet physically he's not. Even though physically he is probably very advanced from like 2 years to 3 years.
Sure.
He is.
Relative to his peers.
And yet relative to...
But he's still like
very rudimentary. Like I even watch him throwing a ball, and like the gross motor skills are like they make you kind of giggle and laugh.
Right. Well, that's how most girls throw a ball. You just happen to be really good at throwing a ball. I'm saying you just happen to be really good at throwing a ball.
Easy. No matter the gender. So anyway, there are such gross physical limitations that it just makes me think like how did that concept operate hundreds of years ago, thousands of years ago, whatever?
Well, it's like he's a very smart caveman in a baby body.
Yeah, but even like baby cavemen, cave kids,
cave babies,
cave kids,
cave boys.
Like, what happened with cave kids, and did they have predators? I assume they did. Like. But how did they fend them off? Like, I don't know why we morphed to antelopes, but in my head we did. And I don't know. That's all I got.
I think we have a son that is a very advanced caveman brain in a 2-year-old body that unfortunately has the genetic athletic talents of his father. So he's not very fast or fleet of foot.
Who knows? I might have influenced the fleet of foot.
No, I'm saying he's not fleet of foot. Like,
I'm saying I could have influenced that.
Why?
Maybe he's actually a good runner.
Based on what? Have you seen anything yet?
He is like...
the effort is there. which I also attribute to you.
I'll take it.
He's good at the sit down puzzles and stuff, which I like.
I do like that.
Yeah.
The quiet play.
Yeah, the quiet play. Except he's loud as hell about everything.
Yeah, but you corral him into an inside voice, and he's like...
For 2 seconds, and he's like, oh, I forgot about this. It's like the Sandlot scene.
We rolled down the windows.
The Beast!
You know what? We rolled down the windows today so that we could say, restaurant!
Why?
Yeah, he thought the word restaurant was really, really cool.
I mean, it is. Is it French?
Was a new word.
Is restaurant French?
I have no idea.
Restaurant. I assume so.
I have no idea.
I pronounce the T at the end, I guess.
So, we rolled down the windows. I told him about meeting GB at a restaurant, and he said, like, something along the lines of West One. Like, right, good practice. And he goes, restaurant, for whatever reason, he, like, yelled it. And I said, do you want to roll down the window so we can use our outside voice and say, restaurant? I'm gonna, and he said, yeah. So I rolled down the windows. I said, I'm going to say 1, 2, 3, restaurant. And he goes, restaurant. I'm like, okay, not yet.
way overshot that one.
Yeah, but that's fine. I said, yeah, that's good. Let's say it. 1, 2, 3. And we had the sunroof open, and we had our windows down on our side. And we were at the Staples Mill Dunbarton light.
Yeah.
To turn left and then right at Comcast.
Yeah.
Yep. Headquarters. And I said, 1, 2, 3, and we go, restaurant. And it was super cute. He didn't even say it that loud.
Yeah.
Even though I'm like
you're trying to pump up the crowd. No. Hype man.
I mean, it was loud, but it wasn't crazy.
Yeah. Nobody's windows broke as a result of the rest.
And like no one even like looked over that had their windows down. Like, oh. Guess we need to try harder next time. So I look back and he's smiling or like generally happy. He's like, okay, put windows back up now. Okay. Guess we're done with that experiment.